Thanks so much for joining me here at the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. This is going to be your throat chakra reading for the week. And I just love how all three of these cards are really echoing the forms amongst themselves. I don't think I've ever had three in a row that have done that before. So this reading is really here to nourish this chakra and help it evolve. Our first card out from the Tao Oracle deck is Contemplation. An enlightened perspective doesn't differentiate between the self and the whole of existence. There are no lines of separation. The approach is one of, I am all that I perceive, all that is resides in me. This is a time for reflecting upon life, retreating from activity and involvement with the busy mind, and experiencing the profound nature of cool detachment. Retreating into the silence and majesty of nature fills the cup of being to overflowing, lightens the mind, and brings serenity to the heart. The wise know that there is a time for everything, including time for contemplation. They accept things naturally as they are, without feeling the need to make improvements. Humbled by the awesome luminosity and perfection of isness, that is Tao, they approach these times of solitude with reverence. As long as we are living life by speeding over the surface, we never have a chance to visit the depths. Often we move from one event to another without taking time to reflect on the influence each of those events has on our lives. In doing so, we cheat ourselves of the enrichment of experience that comes from taking the time to pause from our daily activities and take stock. Changes are not always obvious. They can move silently like hidden streams from deep within the being. We miss so much when we are estranged from silence. It is far too easy when we are busy and preoccupied to take life for granted and forget it is a gift. The willingness to participate silently in nature's rhythmic unfolding and to receive her revelations will realign you to wonder. Contemplative observation will strengthen and center you once you have learned the knack of discerning wisdom that can see through any darkness. It is finally possible to be at home with who you are, wherever you are. You no longer feel like an outsider to life, as though you are waiting for something to happen or someone to invite you into the play. Now is the time to contemplate the inner realms of your being, to become familiar with the landscape of yourself, to recognize what your truths are today and nourish them. Let go of any past patterns of behavior and activity that no longer have relevance. You might be surprised to discover that profound shifts have been taking place in your consciousness while you are busy making other plans. This time of contemplation is like the gap between in-breath and the out-breath, a precious interval that sustains the very flow and vitality of life. A contemplative space can be facilitated by meditating on a symbol, a work of art or music, your own heartbeat, the sound of silence. Experiencing an atmosphere of contemplation does not necessarily mean venturing into nature, but it surely helps. Be like the full moon now, silent and serene. Reflect the world, but remain at a distance from it. You will taste a very different quality once you perceive yourself, your life, and all of nature as complete and whole, intimately conjoined. And next we are going to take a card from the Earth Star Chakra from the Power Deck, and we have magic. If you do not believe in magic, your life will not be magical. Magic, like the power of Stonehenge, is part of the unknowable, that which you cannot describe but exists, and makes your life extraordinary. It is part of the goodness of your spirit. It is that mysterious and intriguing part of your spiritual life. Magic is what we are all looking for. But if you try to hold it and name it and describe it, you will lose it. You must talk around magic, describe what led you there, and give thanks for that part of the universe that is unknowable and full of color and strength and magic. Out of relationship comes magic. Out of the friction of forgetting and remembering comes magic. Out of the mists of dawn and the mysteries of creation comes the magic that we call life. Out of your passion for existence comes magic. And the last card for today is from the Work Your Light Oracle. And it is representing the universal chakra. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. You are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You're part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself and your ancestral line and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you most need, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. Thank you for graciously accompanying me for this reading today. Have a blessed and wonderful day.